Hey guys, Clay back again. I was going to put my Thor review up over the weekend, but I got so busy doing stuff. Finally got myself my first chance to finally do my Thor The Dark World review. Again, I did see it Friday, and I know it has made $86 million at the box office. This is nothing, the box office results have nothing to do with my review. Like I said, I just got so caught up in doing stuff. Now, before you watch this, I'm going to forewarn you there will be spoilers. So if you have not seen Thor The Dark World, stop the video right now, go back, either subscribe to my channel or click on view later, and then we can watch the video again. But this is my review, spoiler-filled review of Thor The Dark World. I really enjoyed this film. I'm going to give you my rating right now, 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this film. I think what really works in this film is the relationship between Thor and Loki. Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston just are so good at feeding off each other in this film. I felt though Loki was the main villain more than Malekith, the Accursed, who's played by Christopher Eccleston. Malekith, you know, he's more of a side villain. Don't get me wrong, Christopher Eccleston works as Malekith, but I couldn't figure out his motive. What was his motive for what he was doing? I mean, Loki, we know his motive. He wants to prove his father. He is jealous of Thor. He wants to be ruler of the Asgard and ruler of the world. I get that. We all know that with Loki. But Malekith just wants to put the world into darkness, and the universe into darkness. But why? It was never explained why he wanted to put the universe into darkness with the ether. We get to see more of Asgard. I really love the fact that we get to see more of Asgard. Alan Taylor, what he does great, instead of doing stuff on a soundstage, just like they do with Game of Thrones, shoot it on location at places. Just like a lot of his stuff was shot on location, and yeah, that's what I really like. That he uses his Game of Thrones influence, but then with Asgard, you get to see more colors and riches and things of that nature. And I really, really, really enjoyed this film. I think you see Thor and Jane's involvement with their relationship. It continues. I thought there'd be more of a love triangle between Thor, Jane, and Lady Sif, and you do see Sif kind of give Jane the stink eye. But I felt the Warriors 3 were a bit underused in the film. And same thing with Sif, though I know why Sif was pretty much underused, because Jamie Alexander broke her back. Actually, broke one of her vertebrae during filming of this film, and I'm guessing they had to rewrite the movie, and you know, because they had a production schedule and they had to rewrite the film. I'm guessing Sif was involved in this film more. I do not know for a fact, but I have a good feeling that Sif was in the film more. Was supposed to be. I mean, maybe we could tweet Jamie Alexander that. She's on Twitter. She's got a huge following on Twitter, so maybe we can ask her. I don't know, but but one thing that bothers me is at the end. I mean, you think Loki died? Okay, it looks like Loki died. Loki gave himself up. He really kind of saved Thor and saved Jane and sacrificed himself. But then in that last scene when Thor's talking to Odin, Odin's not really acting like himself, and then shapeshifts to Loki, and I'm like, okay, where's Odin? Is Odin dead? Is Odin in the Odin sleep? What's going on? And you know, I don't know. There's some fun stuff in it that you might catch on. You'll see one scene where Loki shapeshifts. He turns himself into Captain America, and the whole theater just went nuts when that happened. I didn't even know what Chris Evans said, because everybody was just giddy. But one thing that irks me about people in Marvel movies, stay after the credits. There's more. There's 2 post-credit scenes. One's in the middle of the credits, and then there's another one after the credits. But people were leaving. I was like, hey, people, there's more. And they're like, I've had people say rude comments to me like, whatever, man, you're right, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm sure when they get to the office on Monday morning and people are talking about, oh, did you see that scene after that? Well, there really was a scene? Well, duh. You should know by now Marvel does this. They do this with all their films. Marvel Studios, at least. Some of the other Marvel films that are not under Marvel Studios, they've done. The Wolverine, that was a great one. When Professor X and Magneto showed up. This one, the mid-credit scene, Lady Sif and Volstagg show up to give the ether to the Collector, who's played by Benicio del Toro. And they say it's not smart to have 2 Infinity Gems close to each other. And when they leave, he's like, 1 down, 5 to go. I've actually got some faith with this Guardians of the Galaxy film now, looking at it. I like the way it looks. I think, James Gunn is kind of a kooky guy, so I think we're getting a movie with a talking tree and a gun-toting, trash-talking raccoon, but yet DC can't make a Wonder Woman movie. But yet Marvel is taking one of the biggest risks by doing not one of the most well-known properties in Guardians of the Galaxy and make it into a film. That film's coming out August 1st. Go see that. Don't go see 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey is a bunch of crap. Don't go see that. See Guardians of the Galaxy instead. I think you will have a really good time. I'm looking forward to that one. And I really never read the Guardians of the Galaxy comic that much. But Marvel is really going to promote the heck out of this thing. Plus, it comes out a couple weeks after Comic-Con, so you know they're going to have something going on there at Comic-Con. And then the final post-credit scene, Thor comes back down to Earth, reunite with Jane. It looks like he's kind of hanging it up, where I'm thinking kind of like I have an idea what Avengers 2 is going to be. A lot of them decide to hang it up, and then they get called back into service. Because that, to me, is what it seems. So, anyhow, I give Thor The Dark World 9 out of 10. Definitely go see it. You will have a good time. You're going to laugh. It's funny. It's got funny moments in it. You're going to enjoy it. It's just so epic. You're really going to enjoy it. Alright, if you've seen Thor The Dark World, tell me your comments right here below. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be back in a couple weeks with my Hunger Games review. I might have a video up before then, but I'm definitely going to do a Hunger Games review. I'm seeing it on opening day on this Friday. So, anyhow, I will see you guys another time. Bye-bye.